Welcome everyone to episode 85 of the COD Casuals. We're your host Justin.
And I'm Mike.
How you doing, Mike?
Good.
Good?
Yeah.
It's been like a week.
It
haven't recorded.
Yeah, it has been. Yeah, you were off on a trip in Seattle.
Yep.
Which was you said it was pretty nice.
Yeah, it was a fun trip.
Yeah, you went to a football game, which was pretty dope.
Yeah.
You know, I was supposed to go on that trip, right? And then I couldn't because of work.
Mm-hmm.
And then, honestly, good thing because I was fucking sick as hell.
Yeah.
And I was like, dude, I was thinking about that. I was like, man, low key blessing.
Yeah.
Because if I went on that trip, it would have been miserable. Like, it would have been awful.
Yeah. Were you sick before?
Well, that, the whole
You
week.
probably got sick from the damn kids, dude.
I did.
Yeah. I mean, that happens with every.
Yeah, it was awful.
It's just kids.
Yeah.
Dude, they're dirty.
Oh, yeah. And they're like,
Yeah.
like all up on me. I'm like,
Yeah.
you know. But it was like Tuesday. I was like, not free. I was like, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday, same thing. Thursday, I'm like, oh, okay. Friday, I'm like,
Yeah.
I was like, here we go.
Yeah.
Here we go.
Yeah.
But thankfully, not too bad.
Yeah.
You know? I mean, I'm chilling now.
This is around the time where, going back to school and stuff. It's like not flu season, but like the sick season.
Yeah.
Everyone like just gets sick.
Yeah. But and I'll say too, like, it really wasn't like those 2 days. I'm glad that it was over in 2 days.
Yeah.
Like Saturday was bad. Sunday was or Saturday was really bad. Sunday not too bad. And then by Monday and Tuesday, I was already like feeling pretty good.
Yeah.
Like even if I sound a little congested, I feel 100%.
Yeah.
It's like in the way back.
Yeah.
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 I'm just kind of
When I went to Seattle, me and my friend, we were walking through the airport, and we put on masks. And it was gonna get a little controversial over here,
Right.
But we put on masks mainly because, first off, just the germs in general. Like, dude, I'm not even gonna say it. It's about sickness. Don't get sick.
Yeah.
Ever.
Yeah.
Knock on wood.
Exactly. Try your best, right? We got some wood in here.
The last time I was sick was when we had the illness. I'm not gonna say it because YouTube's gonna put us down.
The illness.
The illness.
That thing that happened.
Yeah. But yeah, it was weird because normally like I wouldn't, but dude, there were a lot of people and we were like packed like cans.
Yeah.
Sardines.
Yeah.
We were just like super close in security. I'm like, all right, and people are sneezing, coughing. I'm like, yeah, no.
No, it's funny. Like I think like coming out of that, like I don't know. I think regardless of like how you feel about it, if you are kind of weary about being sick, like why not? If you go that way, if you're totally cool with it, then whatever.
Yeah.
But if you maybe just want that extra protection, whether it's like real or you just want to be like, just feel better about it.
Because one thing I will say is that it was bad, but coming out of it, the one good thing is that I swear no one like got as sick afterwards.
Yeah.
Like coughing, sneezing, and stuff.
Yeah.
It was so clean because everybody was just aware of it.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, I mean, we wore masks inside the airport when we had a layover in like Minneapolis and then Seattle.
Yeah.
We got there. But when we got to Boston though, like we took everything off because I don't know.
Home turf now.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, that's
it's different. Like Minnesota, where everyone was looking at us. They were like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, right.
And no offense to anyone from Minnesota, really cool state. Kind of boring though. Not gonna lie.
Dude, throw them under the bus.
But
Minnesota fans, R.I.P.
they're a little stereotypical.
Yeah,
I guess,
yeah.
Like rednecky, like
in Minnesota. Really?
Yeah.
I've never been, man. I've got family from there, but they're not from Minnesota.
Yeah.
They live
Nothing
there.
special.
Yeah.
Sorry.
They got like I think there's a big mall in Minneapolis,
Mall of
right?
America.
Mall of America. Isn't that in Minneapolis?
I don't know if it's in there, but I know it's in Minnesota.
Yeah, they live in St. Paul.
Yeah.
Which, man, I mean, again, no clue.
Yeah. I mean, like, we landed there. It looked nice, but I don't know if there's much in Minnesota at all. They got the Vikings. That's it.
Are the Vikings good this year or are they trash?
Nah, they've been trash.
They've been trash. Sorry. Dude. Minnesota's going through it, bro.
Yeah.
You're for cooking them on the redneck stuff and the other football team's trash.
We got on the plane,
It
right?
is what it is.
We were sitting down and, the flight attendant, I know I'm going on a tangent, but the flight attendants, they have like where you put like the carry-ons and stuff.
Yeah, like your overhead. Yeah,
the overhead. When they close them, they're like, well, it's full. They're closed, right?
Yeah.
These two guys got on, and they're just repeating like if the overhead is closed, they're full. You're gonna have to like turn back and like find some other space. It happens all the time if you've ever been on a plane.
Right.
This one woman told this guy like, hey, you know, there's no room. Don't bother like opening it. And at this point, she's repeated it like 5 times.
Right.
And she's like, you're gonna have to turn around. And he's like, I ain't fucking turning around for this. And then just like slammed like into a seat.
Yeah.
And I just looked at each other.
Yeah.
Bleep that word out.
Yeah.
And I was like, man.
Yeah.
What?
Why? The way people act, dude.
Because that is stereotypical.
Yeah.
Of what I think of.
Right.
And what most people do. And it's just, why are you being rude to this person that's just trying to give you advice? Yeah,
and it's exactly. They're just doing their job. Like, stop hating on them. You know what I mean? Like, don't get angry at them. Yeah. Like, it's your fault.
And then she was like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
dude, that's so childish.
It is. And I'm like, you're a grown-ass man.
Yeah, and you're going to be acting like that?
Yeah, and like, you look, like, the way you're dressing, too, you look like a child.
You're not doing yourself any favors.
Yeah. And advice for anybody that just travels in general, right? Things always go wrong when you travel. No matter what, nothing's going to be perfect.
Yeah.
You just got to adapt and like move on.
Yeah, and don't start
don't stress out because
point blame too.
Yeah, because the whole point of traveling is usually because you're going to go on vacation and have fun.
Right.
So don't let that one little thing just ruin your whole trip just because, you know, my flights got delayed going there. My flights got delayed coming back.
Yeah.
I missed the train a few times like over there.
Right. Right.
And every single time we're like, whatever.
It
is what it is.
Yeah, I would say the only thing that you could ever like truly get pissed about is if they lost your luggage.
Yeah.
Like if they lost stuff like that, I would get a little heated about that.
Yeah.
You know? But like 9 times out of 10, that's never a problem that is heating people up.
Yeah.
Like when you're on the plane or around it. It's just like people doing stupid stuff that like they weren't prepared or they weren't paying attention. Yeah. And now they're paying the consequences.
Yeah, everyone's like hot. Like an airport's just a stressful area in general. Like, I get it. But you just have to be as calm as possible because everybody on that plane and everyone in the airport is going somewhere and they're dealing with the same thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Just go through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and if they lose your luggage, like, that can be stressful, but...
Yeah, I'd be bummed.
Don't put any valuables in there. If they lost mine, I would have been bummed, but, like, it was just clothes in there.
Yeah, exactly. That's the thing, too. You're saying, you know, if you have your carry-on, if you got nice stuff like yourself, I'm sure you brought your camera. Or no, did you bring your camera?
Yeah, but again, I put all my important stuff in.
Exactly.
In my backpack.
If you got all your camera and like important stuff that you want to bring that on your carry-on, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's not that complicated.
Put in your personal item, like you know. But if you're bringing like, I don't know, like truly, if I did lose my luggage, it would have sucked because it's all clothes and stuff. Right. But you can replace clothes. It's not that bad. Unless, like we were talking about it, you got your Gucci, your Balenciagas, and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd probably be pissed.
I'd be salty.
But then at the same time, I'm like, why did I bring that on vacation?
Yeah, right. Dude, you got to flex anywhere you go. Yeah. Right? You got to go to Minnesota and flex on them. Go to Seattle, start flexing heavy. Just wear those clothes on the plane, bro.
Yeah.
Wear your full drip outfit, and then you're good to go.
But Seattle was fun.
Yeah.
But, touristy stuff, Space Needle, Mount Rainier, Olympic National Park. We went to the Seahawks game.
Who were they playing? Seahawks and
Falcons.
Who won that?
Falcons. It was a cool game. It was a good game.
Who is the QB for the Falcons now? Is it
Marcus Mariota?
Okay. Who was the guy? I can't remember his name. He used to be there. He was like their main guy for a while.
Matt Ryan.
Yeah, Matt Ryan. He retired?
No, he went to the Colts.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should know all this.
He got traded this year.
Yeah. I should know all this because I'm trying to do well in the fantasy.
Got to study up.
You know, I got to study up. Now, I like casually. That game I did not watch. I had a few of the games that were up, but not that one.
Yeah, we were watching the game, and we had our phones up too, watching the other games.
Yeah, that's when you know you're heavy into it.
Oh,
you know?
yeah. I mean, like, I lost my fantasy game by 10.
Yeah.
I was pissed because I should have won. I take fantasy very seriously. Mm-hmm. I hate losing also, just very competitive.
Yeah.
So, and this week I'm playing one of our top guys in the league. Mm-hmm. I'm beating him.
Yeah, dude, you'll smoke him. I'm happy at least I got a dub on the board this weekend.
Yeah, you got your first win.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So we're starting out, like the ball's rolling again.
Yeah.
If I went 0-3, I'd be pissed.
Yeah.
You know?
It's possible to come back and make it. Those are like the amazing runs. My worst start in fantasy ever was like, I think like 3 or 4 years ago. I went 0-7.
Ooh.
Came back. made it to the playoffs and came in third.
Nice.
Won everything.
Dude, that's a comeback of a century right there. That's pretty impressive. That's like coming back 0 to like 240.
Yeah, you really got to like study. I remember when that happened, I was like, all right, I need to you do something.
Tighten up the belt.
I got to change everything.
Yeah, exactly. Roll up the sleeves, get down and dirty with it. But anyway, though, man, this weekend was beta weekend number 2.
Yeah, weekend number 2. So obviously, I didn't get to play.
Bro, you didn't bring your PS5
no,
to see
no.
it.
So
that would be a carry-on, bro.
I'm gonna have to ask you like some questions and stuff because I followed Twitter and stuff, but didn't really follow it too closely.
Right.
But I guess first thing, just overall, like not into too many details.
Right.
How was it compared to weekend 1?
It was. I don't know. I want to say like it wasn't that much different. Mm-hmm. They had a lot of like stuff that they offered up for different game modes and stuff. Mm-hmm. A couple different guns that they had, but for the most part, I really didn't add like that much new into or like all the new stuff that they were adding. It wasn't really like the mainstream stuff that I know is going to be in the game and like that we're going to be playing. Mm-hmm. I spent a lot of time still trying to figure out like, some of the maps and trying to read some of the spawns like in different game modes. Mm-hmm. I think the spawns for the most part when I was playing them, I was hoping that they would fix them or like any small like little visual fixes or stuff like that.
Yeah.
I didn't notice a ton that had changed. I still noticed the time to kill in this was
very quick.
Like too quick. Which I remember that was a problem when we first played, like week 1. Yeah, dude. There was a time I was playing. It made me feel so much better because going on Twitter, I saw a couple people getting world star. I was playing, and I mean, I think it was Farm 18, and I had the one of the subs I was using. I got really, really good with it. I can't remember the name of it now. It's
the Hurricane.
Yeah. Because the MP5 I did not use. I didn't know. I still don't know if you can unlock it. Like legit. But I was using it, and this guy, he was in a battle, lost it, like just about lost it. And I go to get the trade. He turns on me, and 2 shots me with a pistol. After I shot him, I haven't done this in like years. I literally dropped my controller and I had to walk away. I was like, what? I was so pissed. I was like, there's no way this game is real right now.
I feel like it's just been a trend lately in the past, minus Cold War, but like in this new like tactical sprint era, the time to kill is just quick. It's really like, yes, it is nice when you're frying. Because I mean it works out, but I do think this time to kill is it's way too quick, and they're doing it because I don't know if because they want to be realistic or if it's because it helps out anyone at this point. Like literally, like you don't need to shoot that straight. You can just hit. What happened to you? Yeah, I'm sure that person like turned and snapped really quick.
He did,
but let's just say that person like they killed the first person, and they just like turn over to you. And they just hit fire. And like, if they hit one bullet, you're at a disadvantage already.
I mean, I saw like how it happened. Like he wasn't one shot or anything. He was about half health. And then he just goes and like switches to his secondary and he blasts me like that. And I'm like I'll keep it a stack. I mean, man, like there's for sure times where I've just lost gunfights because I miss shots. I'm like, dude, there's no way I missed that bad. Where I would lose that gunfight. And it was wild.
The time to kill is super quick. It's been so fast like in the past couple of years.
I definitely noticed that. That's still a thing. I think they did fix it with the field upgrades. Or not field upgrades, the perks that you do earn them faster. I think going into the second week they did make it a bit quicker.
Oh, they decreased like the time.
So I'm pretty sure they did. At least I noticed like I would have games that were like kind of average games. I wasn't going off. And I would get them a lot quicker, which was good because just when you want to get those perks, like I don't want to be waiting around to try to earn all my perks, like when I should just have them off in the beginning.
So maybe they'll that helps, but everybody still wants it changed.
Well, and that's where the debate is people are saying that that's starting to kind of like lead into like, oh, we're going to increase the times to get it faster. It's like, well, why don't we just like go back? Yeah, why don't we just go back to like you have the perks all the time?
Yeah, yeah.
You know,
how was did they add any new weapons really? Well, any new weapons you could unlock from the skill tree?
They had the Lochman, whatever it was. I can't remember. You got it at level 30. That gun was really, really good.
What was it? Oh, it was the Scar, right?
Yeah, basically. Yeah, I think it was basically the Scar.
Yeah.
That gun was insanely good. Yeah, I picked up like a bunch of setups off it. I didn't use it a ton, like from my own setups. I was really just using the M4 and the that sub. But that thing, yeah, some setups I was picking up, like people who are using it all the time, it was really, really good.
Yeah, yeah. I saw like some clips of that. It looks like a Scar.
Yeah.
I've noticed in this game, maybe just in general, but like the ARs have a very big advantage in this game.
Yeah,
like a pretty substantial advantage because you can't like finesse your way out of stuff, which is like for as a sub player, you know, like that kind of sucks, but it's fine. Like either way, it's just going back to, I guess, like old COD. But the thing is, you die so quick.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. They need to increase the time to kill because I think like back in the day. It was a good time to kill in like the majority of the games until you get to like MW, Vanguard, and like now this,
exactly.
Because a Cold War like that had a nice time to kill.
Yeah,
you have to hit like your shots.
Yeah, no, I agree. I mean, this game like right now, I noticed with some of them. I mean like just when I'm shooting the gun, sometimes it's hard for me to even see these people.
Yeah.
You know, like I can't remember what it's really what the term is. I'm slipping on it right now. But just when I'm shooting and I zone in on somebody, I almost like lose sight of them with like when I'm shooting, if you know what I mean. Like it's not like, I mean, I don't know if it's the recoil in the gun or like it's the muzzle flash is so intense that I like sometimes cannot see them. Like compared to Vanguard, when I see someone like, I mean, obviously like the automaton's a laser, you know, but I can track them really easily. Sometimes in that game, it could be the colors, it could be the fact that there's no nameplates on these people. I tend to lose track of them. But, you know,
that's interesting.
So
and we're back.
So we had a memory card issue there. So now we're back in. So, but we're talking about though, since I pulled up some of the other patch notes, but yeah, I just noticed though, like when I'm shooting, like reiterating that point, like I tend to lose track of people, and this was a whole issue that came up after the end of the beta about how there's no nameplates. Yeah, and like. People are like, I can't see half the time. I want that traditional nameplate back to help with visibility. Yeah. And then IW came back being like, whoa, you know, this isn't really what we're looking for.
Well, we'll talk about that at the end.
You know? But I noticed that
the recoil in this game, I mean, like,
it's heavy.
Yeah, there's more recoil.
For sure.
Like, I mean, it's manageable, but like it's actual recoil, which, again, I think if you're going to add that much recoil to weapons, perfectly fine with it. But you need to make the time to kill a little bit longer because now this just, I don't know. You're taking away the skill from the players that have skill.
It's like a balance here, you know? Like, it's harder to shoot, but then you get these people, like these no-thumb kids who can just spray, and they'll get kills.
Yeah, they'll just get really lucky.
Yeah.
And with there is recoil in this game. Like the automaton and Vanguard, when you shoot, even from far away, like you have the tiniest bit of recoil. In this game, like you... Again, like we don't even have like all the attachments or everything. Yeah. But like when you shoot, like it bounces around like a lot.
Yeah, well, that's the whole point that I was gonna say about like the recoil. Like it's really rough. I still notice it. Yeah. And I just with the lack of having all the attachments in the game and everything, I don't know how much that's going to be remedied. You know, it's really bad right now, but can you make it where it's way more manageable?
Yeah, I don't know, because I'm thinking back to like MW, like the recoil was there.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess we'll see. But I understand what you're saying about you miss a couple of shots because what the recoil like kicks your gun up, and then the iron sights start like going over the person.
Yeah, and then the flash from like the muzzle too, like it just seems like it's really strong. Where sometimes I notice in like when we played Vanguard last night, I noticed that like that issue is just not there. You know,
everything's just you shoot straight.
Yeah, I mean personally, I don't know if the muzzle flash is less in that game as well as the guns just are lasers.
Yeah.
But yeah, going from MW2, and then going to Vanguard, like the recoil is it's night and day. Like it's crazy.
Yeah. It's wild because I would much rather have. I like the recoil, but the fact that they're giving you more recoil and now the time to kill is way quicker.
Yeah,
that I'd rather have no recoil at all and longer time to kill.
Yeah,
because that creates a skill gap.
Yeah,
at least.
Yeah,
because in Vanguard, like you still die fast and you shoot lasers. With every gun.
Yeah. Now another thing that I noticed shifting off of that was the footsteps when I had the mic cranked.
Yeah.
I know, like, again, maybe it's just like I'm losing my mind, but I felt like it wasn't as bad. Mm-hmm. They might have tweaked it a little bit, like made it a little bit less.
Yeah.
Dead silence, I used it, like, I didn't notice that, like, if I was behind somebody, the few times I got it, I didn't notice that people were, like, turning around on me. Like, I remember the first week, I remember that was happening. Yeah. Like, people, not, like, turning around, like, accidentally, like, they hear me. Yeah. If I had dead silence popped, I definitely saw the difference there. Mm-hmm. However, I did see a clip on Twitter where there's I don't know, it's a sound effect that dead silence makes when it's activated. Yeah. Or, like when you actually pop it or even when you're using it, which that's crazy if that is the case. You know, it's the same thing as like if you're throwing out a munitions box, goes throwing out munitions box. It's like, dude, no, like you don't need to make it an announcement, you know? Or make it only so your team can hear it, not the whole lobby.
All the sound cues.
Yeah. Because that was a problem first week was the footsteps were horrendous. Yeah. You could be sitting still and you're like, oh, like I remember there was a clutch I did that 1v3 on Farm 18. Yeah. I remember that, Slight Flicks. I remember the last kill that I got, like I was on the ladder and I was just like, I hear this guy. Like I know he's right in front of me. Yeah. You know? Yeah. And it was so, he's way like on that back site, like where the crate is near all like the.
He was on B-bomb.
Yeah, like where the fields are. He was like coming out of there and I could hear him. I'm like, I know he's coming out of there. And sure as shit, there he comes. Yeah. And got the clutch, and it's like that's a fugaze that I can do that.
And in this game too, if you, or at least in Weekend 1, I don't know if they fixed it, but if you crouch walk, like you can still hear that, which is crazy because in MW, like I crouch walk all the time in S&D because you're silent,
right?
Or whatever people want to call it, burger walking,
right.
It's called being smart.
Yeah, I don't know. Is burger walking that, or is it just when you're not even sprinting, you're just like walking? You know what I mean? Is it crouch walking?
I thought it was crouch walking.
And I always thought it was just standing up and you're just walking. You know what I mean? Like you're not even sprinting. You're just like.
I mean, maybe.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Either way, who cares?
Yeah.
You know,
if it's strategic, like crouch walking is strategic. If you're doing it right
in a game. Well, in a game like this, yeah, for sure. Because
it still doesn't help though, because you don't have silent footsteps when you're doing it.
Yeah. No, I think that's something they absolutely will need to fix. Yeah. Because us with headphones, like it's pretty heavy.
Yeah, and like nowadays everybody has a headset. Like, if you don't have a headset, you're at a severe honestly though, not gonna lie, the footsteps are so loud you can probably hear it through your TV. Yeah. Or whatever. You might not even need a headset. Yeah. But if you have a headset, you can hear everything.
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty wild. I mean, if you had your TV cranked up, you for sure could hear them.
Yeah, you might not even need to be cranked up because it's that loud.
Yeah. Another thing I was thinking of, which is, I mean, we'll maybe talk about it towards the end about like changes that we want or anything like, or whatever Infinity Ward said. Something I didn't notice any changes to was the user interface. Mm-hmm. Like, it's been a complaint for people, and I noticed it like just in the gunsmith and how you kind of navigate through things. It still just seems like a little clunky. Yeah. Mm-hmm. You know, it doesn't seem like it's as easy to navigate. Yeah. Though I played with a couple other friends, obviously not with you. Yeah. But trying to invite them, trying to join parties, like, dude, I don't know what the hell's going on in that. It says they're all offline. Yeah. They're like all the way at the bottom of my friends list. Yeah. It's like, it's not a simple, like you see a friends icon, you just click triangle and then, oh yeah, I want to click on and join or invite. Mm-hmm. It's like, really? Like, it's a process. Yeah. Yeah. You know? Mm-hmm. That's something I heard people complain about the first week and they didn't do anything with that. Yeah. which that's frustrating.
Yeah. That's probably on the bottom of their list.
Yeah, I was gonna say with everything else that they want to fix, I would imagine that's like it's down there, but that wears on you. You know?
Yeah, it definitely does. The thing I've learned, I don't work in like switching gears a little bit. I don't work in a gaming company, developer, but usually what these companies do is, they report all these problems, right?
Right.
And there's a squad that goes through all these problems, and they open up a ticket, and they open up a ticket to the tech squad, dev squad, whatever.
Right. Yep.
They open this ticket and they put these things into sprints. Sprints, and people are probably like, "What the hell are you talking about?"
No, dude, like I'll tell you, even at my work, like if you ever need things done, like that's the same process, like you're talking about.
They open up these sprints, and this is where like I come in,
right?
Like what I do in my role. These sprints open, and then you start assigning tickets and how long these sprints should take. Normal sprint takes about 2 weeks, and then every week you meet once, and then by the end of the 2 weeks, your sprint or whatever ticket that was open needs to be done.
Yeah.
Usually they're not, and they have to carry over to the next sprint.
Yeah.
And it's a super long process because then they have to prioritize, like, all right, what needs to be like, what is the biggest issue and what needs to be fixed like completely, and then other stuff just gets left up.
Yeah.
It always happens.
Yeah. So those are things like, again, like you're saying that the main things, like the last or two main things I really want to talk about, that's at the bottom of the list. Like, again, it was only open for, I played a little bit of Friday, played a good amount Saturday, and a little bit Sunday.
Yeah.
Like those things didn't wear on me that much. I'm sure they'll fix them.
Yeah.
But I think now, like, it looks to be like the trend of these games, like how they're all going to be really similar going forward.
Yeah.
You can kind of just like copy paste this UI. You know what I mean? Once you get it down, like I think Vanguard's UI is pretty good.
Yeah.
I mean, like just take that. Same thing.
Well,
I mean, it's from a different dev too, isn't it?
Yeah, and the UI, like, they're going to Warzone 2.
Yeah, exactly.
And whatever this DMZ game mode is.
Right.
So they have a chance to have a clean slate again, which I understand. Like,
yep.
I mean, personally, I didn't like the UI in Modern Warfare, Cold War, or Vanguard.
Yeah.
I hate it.
Yeah.
It just, I don't get why they have to change it.
Right.
Back from what it used to be in, like, COD.
Yeah.
It used to, like, change, but from, like, COD to COD.
Yeah.
But it was very simple. Like, there weren't so many tabs to go through.
Well, yeah.
There weren't so many like, I hate joining a game and it freaking adds every single playlist because after an update, I don't want that.
No, well,
like,
no, that's true. That's
let
true.
Let me hit quick play, choose what I want to play, and just load it.
Yeah.
Don't start adding like tabs and like trying to, I'm gonna put you into this.
Dude, I was gonna say, like, side note on that. Like with the UI, what do you think about the option of, like, they give you the chance, like, you can select TDM, domination, hardpoint, search. Like, you can individually click those four, and it'll give you the.
About.
Do you think that's stupid?
No, that's what I'm talking about. It should be like that.
COD. No. Like in the games now, I'm saying that, like, you never used to be able to do that in, like, the older COD. Now you can go individually and you can highlight those.
If you can highlight the ones you want, and then they can aggregate like all those lobbies together. Yeah, it's a good idea. But don't update the game and throw me in like the most recent playlist.
Yeah, like hardcore mosh pit.
Yeah, which is why I think it's better just to go to the old way and just. You want to play TDM, back out, go and click and play TDM. Yeah,
that's what I think about. Like if I want to play domination, I want to play domination. So I'll go play that, and then someone, like, I remember back in the day, we were like, oh, let's go play hardpoint, back out, hardpoint. Not like, oh, we'll throw in a rotation of like all of these things. Yeah, I mean, it's a cool idea.
It's helpful when you want to play multiple things, right? At once, and like if you have a party or whatever, you can just choose what you want and load it. Yeah, but you could also create, I don't know, a playlist for that. And I don't know for sure, but what I would imagine is that they're doing this because obviously they want you to play like their new playlist and stuff. But when you're loading into a game and say you have everything selected, right? In the back end, the game has to aggregate all the servers from every individual game mode, separate game mode. And basically, simple terms, they throw you all in a giant pool. Yeah. And then the computer will figure out, all right, all these players, we're just going to throw you into here. Yeah. It has open space. Yeah. So it saves space on the servers. Yeah. instead of like think about having the old way, like TDM domination, like 10 different game modes, right?
Right.
Every single one of those game modes all have separate servers, like a tree, like branches.
Yeah.
So it creates more space.
Yeah.
If you have a bunch, all of those on one server itself, it's one big tree basically.
Right.
And when you select all of them, it just throws you into that, and you can go either way.
Yeah. No,
that's just getting really technical, but like I get why they do that, but it's just really annoying for someone that's been playing COD for super long, and like I don't want to click quick play, and then it throws me in something I don't want to play.
Yeah,
because I didn't realize.
I
had all this stuff.
Yeah, I totally agree. Especially when we do all these updates, and then you get like random stuff now. I mean, you go back to like when you go up to like Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, MW2, MW3. Yeah. It's really bare bones.
Yeah,
which
it's simple.
I like that. I don't know like why they have to stray from that. I don't know if it's just because they're trying to offer more.
Yeah.
They've got the whole season pass thing. They've got the whole place, like all the store. Yeah. They need a thing for like their advertisements. Like every time you go into MW2, like when you click the like start up, then you have to go through that. Like there's a whole menu of like, oh, here's all the stuff that you could buy. And you scroll down, and then it's quick play. It's like what? Like I find that weird.
I think it's definitely a ploy to obviously get more players to just jump in.
Yeah.
And two, like I understand that they just want more people to play. Like they're really, we talked about it last episode, they're really reaching out to the very, very casual players that hop on, after work.
Right.
Just go in quick play, you're in everything.
Yeah.
Don't even need to think about it.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care what I play. Just hit quick play and then you're in everything.
Yeah.
They're making it lazier, I guess.
Yeah, and that's like, to me, that's like next level lazy, where that does like really.
Yeah. This is like we're being like super nitpicky about this, because I'd rather take that than they need to fix stuff in the game, like the perk system and like other stuff like that. But yeah, stuff like that, they're really catering to the super casual players.
Yeah, no, I agree.
Overall though, weekend 2, like it was relatively the same.
I would say it was. The two things that I really noticed that were really bad. Well, we'll start with one, was the hacking. So I didn't notice this. Like, I mean, I did notice it, but it wasn't a constant thing for me.
Yeah,
there was a few times where it wasn't even like I'm getting smoked that bad. Like you can just this guy's hacking. Yeah. Now, one of my friends who plays PC, and he played the beta, and he was texting me. He's like, "Dude, you dealing with these hackers? Do you see this?" Yeah. And he was like, "It's bad." Yeah. He's like, "This is crazy."
Yeah. And side note, weekend 2 was open to like Xbox and PC.
Yeah.
Which is the reason why there's so many hackers, because you open up the PC, and now you're in like a bottomless pit. Anybody can do anything.
Yeah, exactly. And I mean, I don't know why that is. Maybe it's just the lobbies that he was getting because he's on PC. I mean, I really don't know.
Yeah.
But again, myself, I noticed it like maybe out of like 5 games, there would be 1 or 2 hackers.
Yeah.
Which you think about it, it's not really, that's a lot.
But
but for him, he was like, man, nearly every game I was playing, I was getting people.
PC rats.
Which is pretty crazy.
Yeah, it's
and it all varied. He was like, some people like they were just like, you could tell that it was hacks. Like some people had walls. And some people just like they had like the classic like aimbot and shit like that.
Yeah.
That stuff, I think they'll fix all that. At least get it dialed down. The thing that like blew me away at first in this, would you talk about for the most part, was the skill-based matchmaking.
Yeah.
This weekend was wild.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It mellowed out like once I was getting smoked a few times. I mean, again, I wasn't feeling that great.
Yeah.
I'm not at my peak COD. Yeah. Still smoking some kids, but dude, I come across these people, they've got like the Cash Money SFU clan. Yeah. Like, I'm like, here we go. Here we go, man. Like, squad of 6. And these guys are sweating. Like, why am I playing these people?
Yeah.
And they're not even like guys, like I'm saying, like, they're not good. Like, they're just all playing together. Like, they're really good. Like, they're a really good squad together, and they're also just really good, period.
Yeah.
I noticed that a lot. Like, some early on, like on Friday, it was bad.
Yeah.
And I saw a lot of other people too complaining about that.
Yeah.
Which is
the skill-based matchmaking has always been
a heated debate.
Yeah, it's been a heated debate for a while, especially coming, well, ever since like MW came out. That's when like it really happened.
Yeah,
all this stupid skill-based stuff.
Yeah,
and like, I think it's annoying too because it's wacky.
Right,
like you said, like you can fry, you drop like 4, you go like 40-9.
Right,
one game, next game you're playing like a superstar squad.
Yeah,
just because of that, it's like. Okay, that doesn't make any sense.
Well, that's what happened. Is like my first couple of games I was playing got thrown into. I should know the name of it, but the one that's Market, like the Market one. Yeah, Mercado. Yeah. There you go. Easy, right?
Yeah.
Or Spanish from high school coming into play. Like that map, I think that's one of my best maps.
Yeah.
Like that map, I play really well on it, and I like it. I like a smaller map.
Yeah.
I fried. I was just like, man, week 2's mine, bro. I mean, like this game, I'm already feeling it. I'm like, we're gonna kill it this year. You know, feeling really good on the sticks. And then like the next like 3rd or 4th game, I play against those guys, Cash Money, SFFU. I'm like, oh man, like what is going on?
An entire team,
like the beta, like they're just like, all right, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got. I'm like, dude, I'm solo queuing against these absolute rats. And they're all like PC people. I'm like, you know, you can see the mouse and keying everything. I'm like, dude.
It's so I get why they opened it to like PC, but all these hacks and stuff, they became a problem because they opened up to PC.
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just there's so many endless possibilities with PC.
Yeah.
And it's just if they again back in the day they only had COD on console. You could only play, you know. If you had PlayStation, you only play on PlayStation. If you only have Xbox, you play on Xbox.
Right.
I don't even know if COD was on PC, if you could buy it or not.
Like back when, bro? Like MW2?
No, like I swear you could buy like COD 2 and 3 on like the old computers.
Dude, you might have.
Yeah, but I mean, like again, it's nothing like today, obviously.
Well,
but,
and crossplay wasn't a thing.
Yeah, exactly.
You know?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And, you know, there was always a debate of you can turn off crossplay in Vanguard. And I bet that would get rid of a lot of hackers because when you're playing on console, you don't have, you know, access to all the backend like that.
Yeah.
You really have to go through hoops and stuff for that.
Yeah.
But because I at least remember, like, I have a modded Xbox, right? Like OG Xbox with a bunch of games on it.
Oh yeah, I remember this. Yeah, you have all like tons of games on it download.
And that Xbox, like to get games on it, right? You have to go to your computer, get a USB drive, download a bunch of stuff on it.
Yeah.
PC, you're on your console already. You go to whatever website, you download it's on your computer,
boom,
load it up, done.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is like PlayStation, you're going through like so many hoops.
Yeah.
Xbox, right?
Yeah.
But again, I'm not going to set my ego aside and turn off crossplay because I want to play the best of the best,
right?
Of every single console or PC,
right?
But it just sucks that we have to deal with hackers now, like especially us because we've just been playing console for so long,
right?
And I get why they opened it up to PC, more people, but it's hard for like a security team to, you know, catch all that because now you're just opening it to even more people.
Right, and well, what they'll need is they'll need a good anti-cheat. You know, and which obviously, like, I totally get it. Like, I was really bummed about having to deal with that and seeing, like, again, one of my friends who's playing on PC saying that's a real problem, and obviously going on Twitter. Yeah, I don't know if you were like on Twitter much, but there were a lot of people were complaining about it. They're like, what the hell, you know? And same thing with like that episode we saw the flank.
Yeah.
They were talking about it. People just have access to it like readily.
It just sucks because you I mean, I feel for people like getting cheated on, and then I also feel like IW, like whoever that team is that has to deal with this, it's not like an easy solution.
No.
Like this is gonna be a pain in the ass.
Oh yeah, big time.
They have to deal with like consoles and now like PC too.
Yeah.
And there's always going to be people just trying to get into the game.
Yeah.
And it's just a nightmare.
Yeah.
Because remember we talked about the Ricochet anti-cheat in Warzone?
Yeah.
That shit, like, it did get rid of a lot of people. I remember seeing on Twitter, like,
millions,
10,000 people got banned. 20,000 people got banned day after day. But it doesn't matter because think about how many people are just all right, I'm banned. I'll create a new account.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I remember them saying, like, you know, it was an insane amount of people.
Yeah.
Like, I thought it was like almost in the million, like close to. But again, those
I'm
people.
sure there was.
But you're right though. Like, it's so you just go create another account. You know,
and I'm sure like those people that go and download those cheats, there's a couple of them, I bet, or probably like a ton, that created like some program to, all right, if I get banned, create 20 new more bots for me.
Yeah.
And they're just, you know, if that gets banned, create even more.
Yeah.
And it just becomes like a tree.
Right.
Of just a bunch of new accounts. And at that point, like these people, the security for them, they're just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Like, how do we
stop it?
this?
You can't.
It's like cells multiplying.
Yeah, exactly.
There's one robot's taking over the world.
Yeah. No, I mean it's like when you buy like shoes, like they have like those let's say sales, but drops.
Yeah.
You know, like limited drops, and they got these people waiting with these bots.
Yeah.
Like to go buy like 20 pairs.
Yeah.
And it's like, dude, you can't like delete that guy. Okay, well he'll just go and like he'll go create a new email, create a new account, whatever through you, and he'll just set up new bots. Done. Like
and that's one person that, you know, won't like deep dive into it.
Yeah.
There are going to be people that are, you ban that one account, 20 new accounts pop up.
Yeah.
And it's just, it's awful.
Yeah, no, yeah, exactly. It spreads all the time. So hopefully they have a good anti-cheat that comes out with this game, because if you have to deal with hackers like in public matches, I mean, it's going to be terrible.
Yeah.
Like on a consistent basis. Vanguard, we really haven't much, which is good.
Yeah.
But yeah, I just don't remember like coming across hackers in Vanguard. Like even in the beta, I don't remember it. So it's odd that this game, that's a big complaint. People are like, dude, what the heck, you know?
I wonder if it's like the hype too. Because I personally, like,
that's true.
No one, like, people that know that I play COD, they're like, what's the newest COD that's out?
Yeah.
Like, well, Vanguard's out. And they're like, oh, dude, the MW2.
Yeah.
I'm like, you don't even play Call of Duty. But everybody that used to play back in the day, like, they all want to come back and play.
Yeah.
Like, people have told me, oh, you can carry me in COD. Like, I want to play with you.
Yeah.
I'm like, dude, you haven't played COD in, like,
you're gonna get
5-6 years.
Yeah. Well,
this is different. This is not MW2.
Well, and here's the thing, man. It's funny you just say that. One of my friends, you know, from college, he was playing it, right? And I was like, what do you think about the beta, man? And he's just like, honestly, not really excited about it. He's like, because MW2, this is not it.
Yeah.
Like, with that name, like, this game, like, he's mega casual.
Yeah.
I was playing with those guys.
Dude, you cheated on me with some bad players. Nah.
Bro, no, dude. Oh,
I can't be cheated on because no one's going
to. Dude, my duo for life.
No one's going to compare.
No, dude. I mean,
know the
they're
routes
over here just
hit.
like, it's not it.
I know
like,
the routes you're going to hit.
Oh, my God. Yeah, these guys, bro.
Get my trade.
Yeah, my dude.
He's right there.
Dude. Oh, man, I was losing full. He went like 7-35. He's just like,
oh, man.
Yeah, he's just like, man, this game's trash. I'm like, the game's trash. I'm like, yeah, they're like, yo, Gamer Mike frying over here, bro. I'm like, dude, I went like 35-19. I'm like, it's all right. Yeah. It's not that great. I'm like, and we lost horribly. But like we played hardpoint. We lose like 90-250. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah.
I'm like, and they're just like losing. They're like, man, how do you play this? How do you play this mode?
Yeah.
How do you play this? I'm like, see where it says there? I'm like, go there.
Yeah. But again, like those.
But those are the guys.
Those are the people that, like, we believe that they're targeting. IW wants those people.
Yeah, those are the, like, again, we're the COD Casuals. Someone said it, like, that guy who said it, like...
I think his name was Mike.
Yeah, exactly. A fellow Mike, right? Like, we're on, like, the casual plus, like, we're definitely, like, we're huge fans. We follow the competitive side, all that shit, you know, but we have no aspirations to be amateur or professional or anything, you know. But then there's those guys who are, like, basically AI...
Yeah.
You know?
Like, literally.
Where he's like, he picks it up every once in a while and he plays, you know, like he was level 30 and stuff. Like he plays it now. But he's just like, yeah, man, like when they're marketing this as like Modern Warfare 2 and all the hype, he's like, bro, this is not MW2.
Yeah, they got you, huh?
You know?
Because it didn't get us.
Yeah. He's like, dude, this isn't like anything close to it, you know? Like I was expecting the map. Like they have none of the original maps in the game.
Yeah.
They
those are the the people that come back from work and just want to play like twice a week.
Yeah. No, seriously, like that. The guys like my timing. They hop on. We get off at 11:30.
Yeah.
They're getting on. I'm like, dude, what?
Yeah.
You know, but they play for a little bit, and he's like, oh man, like they're not making the maps. Like they got like a couple of the guns from there. He's like the perks. He's like the perks are stupid. Like this is all stuff he's saying. To me, you know, and I'm like, oh, it's MW2 from like.
Where have you been the past like 10 years?
Straight up, yeah. No, exactly. Yeah. He's like, oh, I didn't even touch Vanguard and Cold War.
Cold War, or I'm sure he touched MW, right?
Oh yeah,
yeah.
Well, yeah. That's when we lived together and we were playing it.
I think this game, this MW2 game, is gonna bang on like the very like casual side.
Yeah,
like so many people are gonna be playing this game for pubs.
Yeah.
But
no, I 100% agree.
Yeah, I'm worried though about just the overall game.
Yeah,
like how you know, we are COD fans. We've been playing for a long time.
Yeah.
We know, like, what it should be, but right now it's not.
Yeah. I feel the same way. Like, for those guys, like people who are really casual, they'll play anything.
Yeah.
You know?
Man, if that guy went 735 and I was on a streak and the guy went...
Yeah, you'd
just,
flip.
like, hit fired me and didn't even aim and killed me in 2 bullets, I'd be pissed because... That was just pure luck in the game.
Yeah. No, exactly. Yeah, I mean, dude, so we played Search, and there was a couple of times where I was just like, I was like, but then they would get the kill.
Yeah.
Like when I was talking about it at the top of the episode, like, man, they would get some kills. I'm like, dude, that other guy, like, I can't believe I feel so bad for him. Like,
because you should have lost.
Yeah, you should have lost. Yeah, and they'd be like, I'm like, yeah, they're like, you see that, bro? They're like, yo, good G, good shit. I'm like, dude, that was awful. Like, how could you be hyped about that?
You can't.
Like, you shouldn't have won that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, but man, this is the game right now. Like,
it's a game,
you know,
it's an era we're in.
Yeah, like these guys are over here getting mega hyped about it, and they're like watching me, thinking I'm like the second coming of Christ while I'm playing.
Yeah,
I'm like, no, dude. Like,
they're like, dude, you're camping. You're camping. Why are you playing so?
Yeah. Oh yeah, we're playing. Yeah, we're playing the
Hardpoint.
No, this is when we were playing Search, and I was just like holding. Like my gamer mic, sitting, not gonna move an inch. I'm like, dude, I hear all these guys around me. I'm not chowing them. Like, I'm staying here. They're like, what do you mean chowing? And I'm like, oh my
You want
God.
me to just run in and die, right?
Yeah.
Is that what you want me to do?
And I clutched up 1v2. They're like, nice.
It's so interesting because like we do take it seriously, and like our brains just work differently because we think of this as like it's a strategy game.
Yeah.
It's like chess.
Yeah, exactly.
We're playing chess or playing checkers over here.
Dude, no, bro, they're playing Candyland over here. They're like playing Candyland, having Modelos, kicking it back, morons. Yeah. I mean, again, dude, like all those guys on those games, like I don't think there was a game where any of them went positive.
Yeah,
you know.
And again, like it's fine that they're playing like that, and Infinity wants to go towards that, but they need like a ranked playlist like for us to jump in. And again, like we don't have many friends that play like video games still.
Right.
But if my friend's playing and they're bad, I'm like, whatever.
Right.
Like I know what I'm gonna get. Like,
right.
I don't expect them to be like you.
Yeah.
Like they're just gonna get like maybe if they get 10 kills, they go like 10-15, solid game for them. Whatever.
Right.
I don't really have high expectations. In that, but my thing is they're just making this game so easy for them.
Yeah, I think like my like going on what you're saying is the like where they're catering to or the player base they're catering to. There's so many people that feel like kind of left out, you know? Like that the masses of people that are playing this game are like my friends there who play and like your friends too,
the
who
majority
are
of them.
Yeah, you know, which is good. But then there's those who are like they take it a little bit more seriously, or they're like they take it really seriously, where they're feeling kind of like MW is one of the most popular CODs of the recent generation. You know, we would throw that way down on our bucket like for ranking CODs because for serious players or pro players or AMs or wherever, that game is way down because it does not cater to them. Yeah, you know,
and like I would break it down as like you said, the majority of players are the friends that we're talking about, like that go 7 and 35.
Yeah,
and then I guess where we would fall under, I guess, would be the people that squad up in a team of 6 and they know how to control spawns.
Yeah.
Like, I guess if you want to break it up there, like, we're in that category.
Yeah.
And then there's, like, the top, like, 1% where like, they are amateurs and they're, like, pro players. So that's why we call ourselves a COD Casuals. We fall in the middle. You know, if we had 4 other friends that took it, like, seriously like us, we would be running around in, like, a squad of 6.
Oh, yeah.
Doing that.
Yeah.
That's where we fall in.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but it's just like the experience for us, and at least things that we pick up on. You know, like I was telling them, I was like, yeah, spawns are like, the spawns in this game right now, like they're awful. Like I get it's a beta, but like right now they're really bad,
and they're just squad spawns again.
And they like, and I would say that to them, and they're just like falling deaf ears, just like you know, because they like don't even care about that stuff. And I'm like, man, like for me, like you and I, we noticed that we're like trying to like look at the mini map, and being like, what is going on here? Like, where are they?
Yeah, where are the red dots?
Yeah, I mean that's
they kept the squad spawns again, which I don't think they're gonna fix.
Yeah,
but squad spawns has been a thing. For like a few years now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I get it. Like when I play with my other friends, they're like, "How are you doing this?"
Right.
Like and like for you and I, it's just second nature.
Right.
At this point.
Yeah.
Because you and I, when we're playing Vanguard, and we play against people that. You get like destroyed like bad. I'm talking like your friend over there, 735. I'm like, Call of Duty has been out for over a decade. I just don't understand how like some people. You don't need to understand spawns. You don't need to understand like all the stuff that we do.
Yeah,
but you have some thumbs.
Yeah, you know, like everybody starts like from somewhere.
Yeah,
you know what I mean, like. There's people who are just like you're okay at the game, and people like you work at your own pace.
Yeah.
But there's got to be like with some level in that, like you can't be upset or complain about the game being the problem where the issue is that you just don't put in enough time with it.
Yeah, like you're just
yeah, like you say like those people who are not as good yet.
Yeah,
maybe some people want to get better and they or some people don't care, but it's just that the game caters to those, like they want to give them false confidence that like no you're good, like you're fine, you're fine.
Exactly,
and that's the thing. It's like no, like those guys, they suck, and like they will suck, but you just need to play more and you'll get better.
Yeah, exactly. You just have to play more, and that's what we did in MW2, like the old CODs. Those games, like
they get smoked.
Yeah, like we would go negative and stuff.
Yeah,
but then you just play
all
the
game
time and you get better.
Yeah, no, it's just the way it is.
Instead of now, like the skill based, like imagine taking a group of all those people that are bad and putting them in a lobby together. There's gonna be someone that goes like 20-10, and they're like, "Oh my god, that's insane."
Yeah,
But oh man,
this
card is full too. And we're back with the audio version only.
But no, this is round what? This is round 3.
Yeah, round 3. Yeah, our the memory cards filled up.
So apologies for the people listening or watching on YouTube.
You're watching on YouTube. Audio listeners, you guys are good.
They don't really care.
Yeah.
So it'll just be a nice black screen with all our socials there.
Yeah.
So just click on those.
Just watch that.
Just stare at our beautiful emblem.
We've only got we got some more stuff to say. But,
But yeah, we were going back before about like the game. Just that's the biggest problem right now is so far. I mean, I think like Jeb said it perfectly, and you've said it before, and I 100% agree. Like, I'm not gonna let this beta or anything get in the way of me enjoying this game. Like, we're gonna play the shit out of this game. We're gonna love this game. This game is already like, to me, like I'm nitpicking it, and like both of us are, because we want it to be the best that it can possibly be.
Yeah.
And these changes can absolutely throw it into the top 5.
Yeah, because I think you and I agree. Like, we're gonna do a whole episode after this, like the next episode, about pros and cons and like what we want and stuff.
Right.
But bare bones, like COD, like if you take out all of this stuff, I like the movement. I like the gunplay. I like everything about the game. The 4 maps that they gave us
were good.
Yeah, like I enjoyed them.
Yeah.
So we're on a good track.
No,
but
absolutely.
They're just like things that people that have been playing Call of Duty for a long time, like us.
Yeah. Like
you need to go back to the staple stuff.
Yeah. This game right now to me is like it's like a diamond.
Yeah.
That's like covered in dirt and mold.
Yeah.
like
to be clean.
Underneath this shell is a amazing game that could, like I said, it could easily enter the top 5 of like best CODs. You know, but there's just some things like that we've mentioned already, like, you know, from the second week, and things that we'll touch on in the next episode about like that. I don't know why they're doing it, and if they fix the things that they like we've complained about and that want to see fixed, then it'll be there.
It'll be there,
But they just got to clean up. Like it's so close. It's like you've got it, but just fix some of the small shit. And we're good.
And like IW, like learn from Vanguard, because again, like Vanguard, I had high hopes going into it, right?
Yeah.
And like I wouldn't put this game at the bottom, like, but there's stuff in that game, like in Vanguard, that it's just annoying. Like we've played so much of it like over time, and it's really annoying. But Vanguard as like just Call of Duty, like I did enjoy it.
Yeah.
Like I like running around, getting those fast paced like kills, like kill streaks and stuff. It is fun.
Yeah.
You know, might be biased because you and I are just really fast players,
right?
But it's fun running around with the MP40 and just frying.
Yeah, exactly.
But then you add on like, all right, we can't find lobbies. Control sucks in this game.
Right.
Like there's no rank. The rank got better, thank God. Like thank God they have that.
Yeah.
Playlists are disappearing. Like all that stuff.
Yeah.
Imagine if they fixed all that stuff. Game would be like pretty high up there for us.
Yeah.
Maybe not top 5, but it'd be a lot more tolerable.
Yeah. No, I totally agree. I mean, all of these games. That's why like the earlier ones, people always throw, you know, up there as one of the best, just because and there's a common thread with the developers. Like Infinity Ward tends to really stick to their guns.
Yeah.
Treyarch really tends to lean into not doing that.
Yeah.
And really leaning into the community and being like, what do you guys like? Like, this sucks. This is not good. We want this. And they're like, okay, like we'll do it.
Yeah.
Like, because that's like those are the people going to be buying your game and playing it for a long time.
Yeah. And you know, we'll talk about it more in next episode. But if your community is giving you feedback,
take it.
Take the feedback. And like we can end it like on like the feedback that they post. You know, we complained about like the mini maps, no red dots, right?
Yep.
Perk system, dead silence not being a perk, and
the user interface.
Yeah.
Target tracking. And some like small stuff with, like we said, footsteps and slides.
Oh, that's what it was. It was sound cues. Oh, I remember Infinity Ward on Twitter. They posted like 4 boxes.
Yep.
Because they put out like a poll for each one, and I'm pretty sure it was the sound cues, dead silence, perk system, and what I miss.
Wait, say it again. Perk
system, dead silence,
sound cues.
maps.
Mini-map.
Yeah,
or mini-map system. Yeah.
So they put out a statement after weekend 1.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's all PR. They just went around. They literally didn't answer it.
Yeah.
They just said, like, this is why we did it.
Yeah.
And not
we
say
want this
they're going to
fixed.
resolve it.
We want this fixed. Well, this is why we did it.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, but can you fix it?
Can you fix it? Yeah. And, look, I understand from, like, say if you're a developer and you're working, right?
Right.
Whether you're passionate about the game or not, whatever, right? And the community comes back and they're like, perk system?
Yeah.
Shit.
Yeah.
And imagine like like you spent over a year, like or whatever, like making this perk system, right?
Yeah.
Community's like, shit.
Yeah.
Throw all of that time away.
Yeah.
Like, look, I get it.
Right.
Your ego's gonna be hurt like a lot.
Oh, big time, yeah.
Because you're like, oh, this is gonna be really good.
Right.
You know, the community just hates it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But you need to listen to your customers. Your customers are, at the end of the day, are the most important thing.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, if I was in that position, in that job, I'd be like, you know what? It's me, but I'm going to throw it away. I got paid anyways.
Yeah.
Like, let's just go back.
Yeah.
Don't be afraid to throw away the work and just go back to what it is.
Yeah. No, like, don't... Exactly. You know, like, there's so many times, like, you have an idea and it maybe, like, you try it out, like, which is good. They should try, because maybe it would be a win, and you're like, wow, like, this is a really good idea.
Yeah.
And then there's times where it's like, dude, it's a flop. Like, this just, like, you know, and you have to look back being like, what are we doing? Like, we don't need to make this change. Nobody wants it.
Yep.
We're struggling to come up with new solutions for it. Why don't we just go back to what works, and everyone be like, yeah, great.
Yeah.
You know?
And... like,
but it's worth a try.
Exactly, yeah. And this just popped in my head. Like, I'm sure, you know, the developers, maybe they do want the feedback, but there's so many, like, like barriers they have to go through, right?
Right.
Like, Activision as a whole, like
Yeah.
just the wall of lawyers and stuff, right?
Right.
And like this game, October 28th, it has to release on that date.
Yeah.
Dude, if the beta came out and they're like, look, we can't fix any of this stuff at launch.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to delay the game like another year.
Right.
I'd be like, you know what? That really, really sucks. But if you're gonna go and fix all this stuff,
Yeah.
do it.
Yeah.
Which is why like Naughty Dog is an amazing developer.
Yeah.
Or like any of these big like
with Naughty Dog and Rockstar and Sucker
'cause
Punch, all those people.
if the game is not to what they want, their standard,
they don't
community,
they don't put
they're
it
not
out.
gonna release it.
Yeah.
And that would be crazy if Call of Duty didn't like release their game on time. But if it came down to that,
yeah,
I wish like whoever's at the top, they're like, you know what, I'm pulling the plug.
Yeah,
we're gonna wait because customers don't want this.
Yeah,
people actually playing the game. If it takes this long, because who knows? I feel like the perk system like that. I don't know how code works, but that seems pretty complicated.
Yeah,
and say if they have to scrap all of that and then recode like the old perk system in.
Yeah,
that I would assume that would take like a few months or so. And if they have to do that, fine. I'd be happy with that. But if they actually went and fixed it, do it. Delay the game.
Yeah, no, I'm with you too. Like, I don't know how long any of that stuff takes. Mm-hmm. If it's a matter of weeks or a month or a couple of months. Yeah. But everybody seems pretty united on a lot of those changes. And if they're like, look, we're not gonna we're gonna wait like a month. Mm-hmm. Or, they put the game out and they're like, look, this is what it is, but within the next month, this is what to expect. Yeah. That's more likely what they would do. Like, within a month or two, this patch is going to come out and it's going to have all these things. Then I think people would be cool. People are like...
I would get that. I'm just thinking from, like, a developer standpoint.
Right.
Where, like, every single mechanic in the game starts off a building block.
Yeah.
And if the building block, say the perk system...
Yeah.
You built the perk system as... the two...
What it is, yeah.
Yeah, what it is. 2 basic perks, and there is no room. Like, you did not add in, like, an option to add, like, 3 perks in.
Right.
You can't do anything about that. You literally have to start from scratch.
Yeah.
And if you have to do that, and you literally have to delay the game, do it.
Yeah.
But I'd rather them restart and do that than, like, put a Band-Aid like they did with Vanguard.
Yeah.
And not be, like, transparent about it and be like, look, like the mini-map thing, right? I'm sure... they're going to go and add, like, red dots again. Yeah. I hope they do.
I think they will.
But, like, the perk system, I just can't, like, see them. I don't think they're going to fix it.
No.
Because that just seems like a really, really big fix in the game.
Yeah.
And if they did do that, they would have to start from the beginning again.
Yeah. I agree with you. I don't know what's involved in that, but I think the perks... they're going to stick to their guns on that, and they won't change it. Yeah. I think we'll just have to deal with it. Like, it's not like it's the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
It's just it's not ideal.
Yeah.
But some things, such as the mini map, the time to kill, those are relatively quick fixes.
Yeah.
That they can implement within a patch or within like from now the month until the game comes out. Yeah. So I think they will do some of that stuff, if not for when the game releases, over time, into the life cycle of the game.
Yeah.
I would be that would be really bad if there are a lot of these changes. They're like, no, we're just gonna stick to our guns, and then over 2 years they don't change it. I'd be like, wow, I would lose.
That'd be
that would be unprecedented. I'd be like, you literally blew it.
Yeah, that would be absurd if they just didn't listen at all.
Yeah.
Like, I'm with you. Like all these so-called simple fixes, it's already like built into the game somehow. Like any big like overhaul of
you say big systems then, yeah.
Like like people are talking about Dead Silence like being a perk. That like I could see them getting rid of like the field upgrade. That'd be like pretty easy just to remove it out of the game. And then I don't know how hard it is to... I'm sure the hardest part would be like designing a perk and somehow adding it into the game, and making your footsteps silent. Or what they could do is, to compensate, make footsteps really quiet, like a lot quieter.
Yeah.
And then, have you earn like Dead Silence like quicker again.
Yeah.
Something like that.
Yeah.
But their reasoning for like those 4 big topics we talked about, they're not good.
Yeah.
It's like in MW and in Vanguard, when you pop Daddy, you're silent, but you like move at like super speed.
Yeah.
Which, okay, and they said that, well, we don't want really good players to take advantage of that.
Yeah.
And, like, go on, like, kill sprees.
Right.
Okay, well, then just how about you get rid of, like, the super speed?
Yeah.
And just have your footsteps silent.
Yeah.
And why are you punishing good players? Because they're good players.
Right. No, I agree. But all those things that we had mentioned, I mean, those are the main things I've noticed. Like, that's a week 1 and week 2, but some of those other points, like, those are a lot of the week 2 things that I noticed. Like, again, the hacking, the SBMM, and then just some minor things like with the gunplay that I was trying to be more observant of this time around.
Yep.
And then seeing if other people are feeling the same thing, or if other people are like, no one has an issue and I'm just on an island and losing my mind.
Yeah.
But that seems to be where it's at. I mean, again, it was more or less like, adding in modes and some other things that, like, for us, I know we're not going to play. Like, it's just not really. We're going to stick to what we play and how we hang. Like, I'm sure they're good modes, like, if you're a ground war person, like, power to you and you want to hang there.
Yeah.
But
we're going to stick to the hard points, the controls.
If they have control.
Yeah, that's the other thing. I don't know if they will.
Yeah.
And if they don't, we're just playing hardpoint and search.
Yeah, hardpoint, search, and if they add in something like capture the flag.
Yeah. Because hot take, I don't like domination. I just think it's so boring.
I know. I agree. I'm
never played domination, even back in, like, the old days.
I would play domination, but only for longer games to get nukes.
Yeah.
That was it.
Yeah, it's really good for that.
Yeah, that's it.
I just thought domination was so
like,
slow.
as a game, though, like an exciting game to watch and play, it's not there. You know, you can run away with Dom games pretty quickly.
Yeah.
And then you're like, all right, well, now it's TDM.
Yeah. Dom's just weird. Like, I won't go on a tangent about it, but Dom's, like, even back in the old days, like, say, you and I are playing and we want to be strategic about it.
Right.
You can do it, and like you said, we win 200 to, like, 20.
Yeah.
And it's like, we just captured 2 flags and just got kills.
Yeah.
That's really it. And just from a playing perspective, like, it's just so boring to me.
Yeah. No, I agree with you. It's not as exciting as a control or something like a capture the flag where the game can be turned around pretty quickly.
Yeah.
Domination is a very difficult game to bring back.
Yeah, or like hardpoint's fun because you actually have to think where the next hill's going.
Yeah. Requires a lot of strategy, So, I mean, we're going to be sticking to all that stuff.
Yeah.
Like all our main games for or game modes for when the game comes out. So, I mean, I'm more excited for exploring more of the guns and the attachments, and obviously like all the other maps that they're going to be adding in.
Yeah.
So we'll just have to wait a month. We'll have to wait a month until
we're close.
It's coming up though, bro. It'll be here before we know it.
Quick update about Vanguard 2. We're almost close.
We're almost closing.
Close to 200.
Yeah.
We're going to give our final review the week before MW2 comes out. And we'll wrap up Vanguard.
Yeah, and then we'll delete that game off the hard drive, free it up,
and we're on to the next one.
Yeah, exactly.
Next season.
Yeah, it'll be season 3 of the COD Casuals, which would be rad.
But yeah, I think we can wrap it up there. Just I want to give a couple shout outs to like some people.
Yeah.
And that answer to like the questions and stuff on Spotify. So if you guys want to be featured in
at the end of the episode.
Yeah, at the end of the episode, like go reply because we won't talk to you. But so one person, Mike.
Dude, the homie Mike.
Yeah. He said that he enjoyed playing it. It looked and felt great. My biggest issue with it are the loud footsteps and the minimap. Perk system, still not sure on. But overall, I had a lot of fun playing it.
Couldn't agree more, man.
Yeah.
If you had to sum it up nice and short, that's it.
Yeah. Perk system, questionable.
Yeah,
I get where he's coming from.
Yeah.
You and I are just so set on, like, just give us the old...
Yeah.
If you're not going to give us the old, we can deal with it.
Yeah, that's what like, I'm seeing, if it is what it is.
Yeah.
It's not ideal, but... everything else, like the game's not bad as a whole.
Yeah. Next person, Jonathan. He said, I had fun playing, game feels and looks good. Need Daddy as a perk.
Facts.
Hate third person spectating. I agree with that.
Yep. Didn't even mention that point, but that's true.
Yeah. Red dots on minimap. Fixed footsteps. Lockman 556 beams.
Yep.
You mentioned that.
Yep.
Excited for it to come out and grind my ass off.
There you go, bro.
We're with you, man.
Yeah, we're with you on that one, brother.
And last person, Che. This person said the ground war was nice for a bit. Then everyone started using the sniper, and all hell was let loose. We don't play ground war.
Yeah, so there you go, dude. There's your ground war review right there in a nutshell.
Yeah, and this person said, I enjoy the footsteps. It gives I hear someone walking around in my house vibe.
Okay. Interesting take.
Haven't heard that before. Yeah.
No, never heard it.
Yeah, but I mean,
that's how Che feels about it, brother.
Yeah, exactly.
That's your take.
I think the footsteps need to be a little bit lower.
Yeah.
Fine with that. But yeah, I just want to give a shout out to, all three of those people.
Yeah, absolutely, bro.
Thank you for responding. And if you want to be on the next episode, respond
just reply to the question.
Reply on Spotify.
It's simple, bro. Stop over to the Spotify because our links are all above there, bro. They're on the screen.
Yeah. And on episode 83 too, dude, this was the most played episode that we've had all time.
Yeah.
So shout out to everyone. Go
we love
share
you guys.
This. Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. We're already crushing it, bro.
Yeah, right?
MW2's off to a good start.
MW2, we're grinding.
Yeah, absolutely, bro. Yeah, we won't shut the hell up about this game.
Yeah. But thank you for listening, everyone. Remember to go like, comment, subscribe on our YouTube, even though this one was kind of botched. Sorry about that. It'll be fixed next episode.
It's all right.
Yeah. All of our socials will be above on YouTube. We're also on anchor.fm/the COD Casuals.
Yeah.
We're on all streaming platforms. Go to Spotify, Apple, Google, all that jazz. And I think we can wrap it up there, Mike.
Yes, sir.
Thanks, everyone, to listening to episode 85 of the COD Casuals. We're your host, Justin.
And I'm Mike.
And we'll see you guys next week.
Take it easy, everybody.
See ya.